This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2024 Autumn Ridge StarCraft, model number 19BH. This is not a floor plan video, it's a how-to video, so I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? So this particular model has regular crank type stabilizer jacks on it. Okay, you have a power awning with LED strip. Outside speakers, of course outside power. This is the furnace vent right here. As we move forward, you're getting a hitch with this, so you get a Husky centerline weight distribution hitch with built-in sway control. It's a good one, and we'll show you how it operates when you pick up. You also have your crank right here for your stabilizers, and then there's a drill attachment right there for it if you want to do that. As we move forward, you have a 20-pound LP tank, a deep cycle marine battery. Your regulator is right there. Come around to this side, you have your city water, or let's say your fresh water tank fill. The most common way to get water to this trailer is city water hookup, which is in the back. But if you're camping someplace that does not have city water, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank right here, and then you can use the onboard pump to pump the water. So no matter what, you'll be able to access water. All the plumbing will work as though you have city water. Of course, like I said, the most common way is city water hookup, because most places have that. But when you're boondocking or other places that don't have it, you can always take the water with you and use it as needed, okay? Alright. Low point drain down here. These are your, well, this is your 30-foot, 30-amp power cord. We give you a reducer for it also. These are your low points here. The other one I think was your city water, actually. It says low point, but that's actually your, up here is your city. Let me get this right. Your fresh water tank drain. There you go. Right there, okay? The low point drains are right here. Should be two and one right next to each other, okay? So your gray valve is toilet water and waste, or I mean, sorry, your gray valve is sink and shower water, your black valve is toilet water and waste. So keep that in mind. This is your city water hookup right here. So to just get water to your trailer, you're just going to hook that up, turn it on, and you're all set. Like I said, if you're camping someplace without city water, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank and use the onboard pump. I'll show you the switch when we get to it, okay? Alrighty. This is your water heater here. Right now it's empty and it's in bypass mode because it's winterized. See if I can get this loose here for you. It's been sitting there a while. There we go. Okay. So this is your fresh water plug, or your I'm sorry, man. This is your water heater drain plug, which is also an anode rod, as you can see. So it's 2-in-1. Right now it's unscrewed because the water tank is empty and is bypassed right now because it's in winter mode for the winter season. Okay. Also, you have two switches for this. You have a gas burner switch, which is right for the gas burner right here. That'll be inside the trailer. There's also a switch to turn on your electric heating element, which is right behind that cover there. Never run the water heater without water in the tank, otherwise you could damage the heating element or the burner. So always make sure you have water in it before you turn it on. Therefore, whenever you drain it, you take this plug out, of course. When you put it back in, always make sure you refill the water tank before you turn it on. Okay, I got through that. I'm sorry. Yeah, this housing tells us is pre-wired for a backup camera, a Furrion backup camera kit if you're interested. You also have pre-hookup for a Lippert telescoping ladder. If you're interested in that, they give you a hookup for it. While we're looking up, the manufacturer states every 90 days you should inspect the roof. so make sure you send somebody up there to look around, make sure everything is in good shape, no cracking or separation, where water could get through, no damage by low branches or anything like that, okay? You can't see what's happening up there unless you go up there and look, so somebody needs to check it out and make sure everything's in good shape. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. You always want your door to be, your entry door to be at a 90-degree angle from the trailer. Therefore, the arm on the awning will not hit it when you're going in and out. So you can see there's your power awning. Very simple. It's got a LED strip, like I said. You can shut it off right there. This is your water pump right here. We talked about the water pump. You can pump water out of the fresh water tank using this pump if you're camping someplace without city water. You also use that pump to winterize the trailer. Okay, you can light your water heater on gas right here. See, there's the check light there, the fault light. And then there's the electric heating element right there. Never run this without water in the tank, of course. And then your levels, batteries charged, fresh water is empty, black water is empty, and gray water is empty. It graduates up in 1/3 increments as it goes up, okay? When it comes to your sound, you have 2 speaker zones, 1 and 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. You have Bluetooth, so you can stream from your phone or your tablet. You have AM, FM radio. You have a USB drive right here, so you can put all your MP3s onto one USB drive and take them with you. For example, this HDMI is an in right here, so if you want to go into the system for some reason, you can do it that way. So like I said, AM, FM radio, a USB drive, and Bluetooth, so as well as 2 speaker zones, 1 and 2. Okay? Alrighty, so your speakers, or I'm sorry, your keys are hanging right here on the kitchen sink. Faucet. You have a microwave here, which works like any other microwave. You have a range hood here. There's the fan. There's the light. Okay. Your 2-burner cooktop is right here. You just basically push it in. Now I don't believe he has the gas on right now, but you're just going to push it in like that to light it. Okay. And also you have a blue ambient light there also. Alright. Okay, so this is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green like it is. If it's not glowing green, then get it serviced. Here's your thermostat, or I'm sorry, yeah, I'm having such a time today. Your furnace is right here, and the thermostat for the furnace is right here. Okay, so basically you click this to the right and to the left, so right there, that turns it on, and then you have down here, you have another lever that sets the temperature. Okay, so I just kicked it on. It lights automatically, so to shut it off now, you're just going to go to the right till you hear that click. As soon as you do that, the flame goes out. But it'll still cycle through for another, minute or two to finish the cycle of the furnace. Okay. All right. Your refrigerator is a 12-volt DC compressor refrigerator, so it runs on 12-volt DC. Really big freezer. Okay. And I believe, yeah, this opens both ways, so it's got hinges on both sides. Alright. Okay. GFCI here. All the plugs in the trailer are wired through a GFCI. So even the one on the outside, if you're using something outside that pops it, you'll reset it in here. Okay. You got a fan with your shower, of course. The toilet sits right over a black tank. You have a flush pedal right here, as you can see. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, right? Then you're going to put a dose of chemical right in the bowl. Then you're going to stand on the pedal and hold it down long enough for at least a gallon of water to go into the tank below along with the chemical. You can put more water in, just not less. I mean, some people use more than a gallon, it's up to you. But you definitely don't want to use it dry. If you don't do that, it's considered using it dry. And if you don't put chemical and water in there, it'll get clogged up for one thing, and the other thing is it'll smell terrible, super terrible. So you always want to have that chemical and at least a gallon of water in there before you start using it, all right? Okay, let's see what else we have here. Over here, this is your power converter right here. This converts AC to DC power. So when you're plugged in to shore power, you have 110 AC at these circuit breakers here. These are just like the ones you'd see at home, and they're all labeled, okay? Then the power is converted from 110 AC to 12 volt DC on this side. So you got 12 volt fuses here, and they're all labeled, of course. And this is where 12 volt comes from. It also will tend your battery. It'll check to see how much energy your battery needs, and it'll send as many amps up there as necessary to charge it. So it'll automatically charge your battery also, as long as you're plugged into shore power. Now when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle's alternator will send power through the charge line and charge your battery. And in between that, when you're not plugged into shore power or not being towed by your trailer, you have a solar panel. So this solar panel, let me get over here. The controller for the solar panel is over here. So it's kind of hard to see, but I'll just talk you through it. This is just going to give you different readouts. Right now, 136 and 3.1, so 136 or 13.6 volts DC, right? And then right now 3.0, which is 3.0 amps are being converted from sunlight and being stored in your battery, okay, as 12 volt DC. So just keep in mind, that's your overall voltage there, your temperature is there, and then 13.6 and 2.7, so 13.6 volts, 2.7 amps. So that just tells you how many amps you're gaining and what's being stored. Now if it starts flashing FUL and will not respond to any of the buttons or anything, it's not broke. It's telling you that it's full, that it shut the panel off because there's no more room for storage in the battery. So it'll just keep flashing like that. As soon as the energy level drops in your battery, it'll go right back to normal and start converting sunlight to electricity and storing it in your battery. So keep that in mind also. There's literature with this. This is made by Go Power. It's a really big, popular brand in the RV business when it comes to solar controllers and everything solar and 12 volt DC. So you can go to their website and learn more about this if you want to, or you can just look at the literature that comes with it. But this is your solar controller. The main two functions that you're going to use right now, you see 13.6 volts, which is the voltage in the 12 volts, 13.6 volts DC in your system. Right, so it's telling you how many volts DC on your system. Then it's telling you, we come around here, that you've got, right now it just dropped to 2.4 amps are being converted from solar energy into electricity, and it's being stored in your battery. So keep that in mind. 13.6 right now. It'll come around again, and we'll see 2.8 amps are being gained. So okay, it's very simple. It tells you some more stuff, but that's the most important stuff right there. You can learn as much as you choose to about it. And let's see what else we have here. Just the usual. You have all kinds of USB charging ports, of course, and you can tuck your phone right in there and charge it, that sort of thing. Okay. So I think that covers it. You can, after you watch the video and you're picking up your trailer, you'll have more questions and we'll answer those for you. Now, the tabletop here, you can see there's 4 cleats, these plastic cleats here. You can take the poles off from the bottom of the table and set the tabletop down, and then fill in the space with the back cushions, and you have another bed here. So you have the 2 bunks here, You have your master bed, and then you have another bed for overflow, you know, for people visiting or just member of the family, whatever. So, okay. All right. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said earlier about inspecting the roof. You can't see what's happening on the roof unless somebody looks, so it's important to check things out. People generally don't inspect the roof enough. That's not this trailer. I'm talking about every trailer ever made. So make sure you take care of that on a regular basis. The manufacturer says every 90 days. And right now this is winterized, so the water's been purged from the system and replaced with antifreeze. The water heater's bypassed and empty right now, so it's good for the winter anyway. Once you start camping again, remember, anytime you drain your water heater, you want to fill it back up before you turn it on. That's important, okay? Thank you.